I work a full-time job in tech. I'm doing my second master's, which is an MBA, full-time. I make music and I create content daily, and I still manage to go to the gym, sleep well, eat well, and have a social life. Now, it's not that I'm built different, okay, maybe just a little bit. Maybe our height might be a little different, I don't know. The point is, the only reason I'm able to do all of this within 24 hours is because I found a method that works and I have been doing it for years. And by the end of this video, you are going to be able to do exactly the same, being able to do more with the time that you currently have. So let's get started. First of all, my name is Karen, and before we get started with this video, comment below where you're from and what your big goal is for 2026, or just one of your goals. What do you want to do better? What's the type of person that you want to be? If you can't comment any of that, please just let me know what you're struggling with, and we might be able to talk about that on the next video. Step number 1, and this is arguably one of the most important steps. I'm going to say this for every single step, but that's because every single part of this is vital. But step number 1, you have to believe in yourself. I know this sounds really woo-woo and crazy, but if you don't believe that you can actually do more than you're currently doing now, then there's no point in what we're doing. I've always believed that I can do anything that I set my mind to, shout out my parents. And because of just this belief, I've always figured it out. It wasn't until my friends started asking me how I was able to do it that I actually had to sit down and be like, okay, how am I doing this with all this? How am I able to do this with the time I have? Then I came up with this method. But if you don't believe that you can actually get more out of your day, then you might as well stop watching because you're wasting your time. Go sleep. But if you're still here, let's move on to step 2. We are going to figure out exactly how much time you have left. So the first thing that I like to do is figure out what my non-negotiables are. So for example, like I said, I work 8 to 9 hours a day. I work a full-time job, and then I also have an MBA. So on top of that 8 to 9 hours a day, I usually try to spend 1.5 hours studying because I have homework every single... I haven't done my homework. Every single day I have homework, which sucks, okay? But I have that, and then I also sleep 7 to 8 hours a day, which is very important. Please don't sacrifice sleep because that's what fuels the rest of your day. And then I like to take a nap, and then I have to eat, and then I also have to go to the gym. That's very important to me, so I slot that in for about 30 to 45 minutes. And so with all of those negotiables, so for you, you might need to commute to school or to work, whatever the case is, put everything that you know you do every single day. And obviously everybody's going to be different. And then what you have at the end is how your days look like. So for me, Monday to Friday pretty much looks the same, except like a Tuesday and a Thursday where I go play pickleball with my friends and it takes a little longer. But on average, I have about 3 to 3.5 hours a day, right? And then I know the 1 or 2 days where I have like maybe 2 hours because I spend an extra hour at pickleball. Now we know the reality of how your weeks looks like. And obviously for me, Saturday and Sunday, I have so much more time. I think I have about an extra 15 hours just from Saturday and Sunday. And so that puts me at around 30 to 35 hours in a week, which is kind of like a full-time job almost. And so now that I know that I only have those hours left, I move on to step 3, brain dumping every single thing that you want to do for the week or for the month if you want to plan on a monthly basis. So if you're a little overwhelmed right now, you might just want to start by brain dumping things that you want to get done in a week. Do not limit yourself. Write anything: laundry, cleaning the house, buying a new sneaker, going to do your passport, which is something that I have to go do right this moment, writing a song, doing your homework, studying for a certification, studying for a test, whatever the case is, shooting some content. Put it all down. I do this because I have a lot of anxiety and I have ADHD, so I don't like to be like, oh, what if I did this? I just like to see it all listed out, the things that I need to do or I want to do. And I like to do this in an Excel sheet because I like to see things in a tabular view. Popular. I know about popular. I don't know how I got from tabular to popular, but this happens. I gotta be patient with me. Back to the video. Step 4. What you're gonna do next is very, very important. You are going to do the most dreaded thing. I hate this part so much. You're going to prioritize. Out of the, maybe you've written 50 things, maybe you've written 40, I don't know. I like to write. You're gonna bring it down to 15 to 20 things that you really would love to do this week or this month, whatever the case is. Now we're working on a weekly basis, so let's just say 15 to 20 things you'd like to do for this specific week, okay? And while you've broken it down to those 15 to 20 things that you want to do for those weeks, we're going to take it a step further and we're going to allocate time to each of these tasks. So for me, laundry might be like an hour or 2, let's say 2 hours. Writing a song might be 4. Studying for an exam might be 5 hours total for that week. Doing an essay might be 6. Putting all of that in a second row in an Excel sheet or Google sheet. What is the time allocated to it? Do a little equal sum, you know what I'm saying? Sorry, okay, chill out. This is a serious video, I'm saying. Do a summation of, I'm trying to be so serious, but it's so, as if you're watching this and you're expecting to see the same type of content that you've watched in the 100 other videos, just know I'm not like that, all right? I'm not, but I will give you important value at the end of the day. So back to the video. You're gonna then put all of that together, and so let's say you come up with like 60 hours and you're gonna be like, what the hell? How am I gonna do 60 hours of work with the 30 to 35 hours I have left? That's the whole point of this step 1 to step 4 is being realistic. Okay, we want to aim for the world, but we gotta be realistic with the time that we have. So then it becomes up to you. The power's in your hand, because what we're trying to avoid with all of this is you writing this beautiful, audacious to-do list and then not being able to do anything. What's the point? Then you're gonna cry, then you're gonna be like, oh my God, I didn't do anything, I only did 2 things out of the 50 things that I want to do, I'm a loser, and then you quit. I don't want you to do that. So that's why we're doing this, okay? And so the next thing that you're gonna do is then bring it down further. What's really important, what really needs to be done this week, and what can be done. So you start going, okay, well, I need to do my homework. So it takes 5 hours. I can do 3 hours on Monday and then 2 hours on Tuesday, done. Okay, well, I need to shoot this video and edit it and stuff like that. All of that's going to take 6 hours. Maybe I can take these 3 hours on a Wednesday and then another 3 hours on a Thursday. Then you look at maybe some of your heavy hitters or whatever the case is. So for me, it's content day. I won't be able to do that efficiently during the week. So my Saturdays and Sundays is where I have the most time. So I put my heavy hitters on the time that I have the most. And then everything else, I just gotta, hey, GG's, right? I just gotta leave it for the next week. But then I know, okay, this is literally what I can do, and I'm making the best of the time that I have. And you will find out that you actually are able to do so much with the little time that you think you have. And it avoids you doom scrolling, sleeping, getting bored, getting overwhelmed, because you've made a plan. And it's a reasonable plan, and it's a plan that also has leeway for you to be able to sleep, to be able to see your friends, to be able to do whatever the case is. And if you don't have any friends, I'm sorry. So I'm really sorry. Like, hey, listen, I get it. I moved to a different country. It's tough. Making friends is the hardest thing that you do. But if you don't have any friends, you're like, I don't need that. You can just give yourself more hours. If you are in lock-in mode and you don't want to do anything else on the weekend except work, you give yourself more hours. But that gives you the control over your specific reality and allows you to win. If you implement these 5 things in your life, I swear your life is going to change so much. I double dare you to come back at the end of the week after trying this out and tell me that it failed. I double dare you. I mean, if it didn't fail, don't say it, you know what I'm saying? But like, come and tell me how this worked for you at the end of the week. And also come tell me how your life is looking at the end of the month. But because you've also stayed this long, I'm going to give you one bonus tip. Now, this is very important. It's only for the people that stayed. It is important for you to be really kind to yourself. Now, if you're watching this, I know that you're trying to do so much with your life. I know that you're trying to do more. And You might be getting overwhelmed with all the methods you're seeing from other videos, all the things that you're trying to do, goal setting, and all of that never ends, right? Listen, be kind to yourself. You might not get everything done, even when you've planned it to the T, because life is life. But just by planning and just by doing this, I guarantee you'll get 60 to 70% done. And just by doing that, you're gonna feel really proud of yourself. And then you'll optimize. The next week, you're like, okay, I overestimated these hours, I underestimated these hours. Let me pull it in, be more accurate, because this is actually how long things take. And you'll get better and better each week, and you'll have it down to a science. You're never going to be perfect. Let me just get you out of the way. But you will have it down to a science. And another bonus tip, because I'm feeling so generous, don't bullshit yourself. Don't lie to yourself and not do the things that you set out to do. So if I have a work block and I have to shoot, for example, I've shot this video twice, guys. I shot this video 3 times. First time, it didn't post. It didn't shoot at all. I really hope it's shooting right now. Yes, okay, it's shooting. First time, it didn't shoot at all. Second time, it shot. My mic was in and out. Now I just have trust issues with that mic, so I took it out entirely. I'm using my iPhone mic, so if it sounds a little crazy, I'm sorry. This is the best that I could do after shooting 3 times. And then the third time, I hope this works out. But like I said, I was going to shoot a video today, and I'm going to shoot a video today. And also I'm going to shoot a video once every week, because this is my comeback, okay? So please subscribe. Yeah, commit to it. It doesn't feel good sometimes. I wanted to sleep instead, but I just had to do it. So you have to lock in. If you say you're going to do something, you say you're going to study, lock the hell in. Lock the F in. Study. Even if you don't want to, even if you don't feel like it, even if you only get 2 pages done, study, do it. Nobody else is going to do that work for you in the blocks that you've allocated. So if you don't do the work, you're not going to get any different results. Lock in. It's 2026. Now that I'm done yelling at you, please subscribe. Please subscribe. I'm going to be doing more videos. I'm going to be doing a video every single week. I'm trying to decide which day, but it means a lot to me if you do. And tell me else. Okay, English just might not be working. Tell me what else you want to see. As you can see, I've recorded this 3 times, and I really pray to the gods that this works. I love you, and I hope this brought you some value. Until next time, peace out.